Hello, this is Kalua. I'm here for your October 2024 reading for the empaths, the highly sensitive people, the visionaries, the change makers, basically you beautiful souls, okay? The ones making this world a much better place. And to do so, we're constantly working on ourselves. So I love to be here as a support for you as you do that. Um, Here we go. I I started last month with pre-laying out some of the cards to save some time so you're not just watching me shuffle. And ironically, I prattled on for probably just as long as I did when I didn't pre-shuffle the cards. So let's see how it goes today, okay? Um, Here we go. Starting off with the tea leaf fortunes, right? Let's see. We'll start here. Okay, we've got the moon bringing some changes in your life. Okay, this has been a very common theme. Just as a quick recap, last month, September, the big message was you'll be doing some shadow work, essentially, right? I think that's also why I rattled on for as long as I did last month because, shadow work is heavy and it's necessary, it's needed, it's a good thing, but it's work. And so sometimes we just need a little extra love when that is going on. So, this is a big season of transformation for us and the we've been doing the shadow work, hopefully releasing a lot of the triggers, the things that keep us stuck. That is a lot of the messages that have been coming through in the weekly energy updates that I send to my tribe. And changes have been a big part of that. And I mean, even I did a guest spot on somebody's show recently, and it was more towards business. Okay. And I pulled cards for that as well. And same thing, change. You got to, and the big message there too was don't fight it. Don't get all worked up as the change is happening. Just roll with it, flow with it. Understand that any changes are for you. Okay. They are happening to you're moving to a big level, my friend. Okay. And these changes are supporting that because you wouldn't have done it on your own. The staff, and here we go. You'll be taken care of in difficult times. Yeah, that's kind of exactly what I was just saying. Your team is looking out for you. They're pushing you. They're pushing your boundaries a little bit, right? The universe is really giving you that kick in the ass, essentially, that you need to move to your next level. Because as I said, if everything was hunky-dory and great and you're feeling good all the time, not a whole lot of motivation to make changes. And this is a time for you to shift into your next level. The mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. I mean, I don't know why, but I feel like we could probably rattle off about 3 or 4 mules in our life, and that's okay. That's okay. Maybe you're the mule. Oh, is it you? Is it you? Not going with the changes? Oh, yeah, I'm getting a sense it might be you, my friend. Little tough love. That's okay. That's what this is here for. It's to just, to let us know and to help us grow. Okay. The ring. Yeah. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Okay. So there's some sort of union that is happening. And I'm guessing this is happening in all the shifts and changes that are going on for you right now. Um, let's kind of get more details. So we're starting over here with love and relationships, and as I say every time, that love and relationships are about the important relationships in your life. It could be family, it could be friends, or it could be a romantic partner. It tends to be whoever is renting the most space in your head at the time is what I find. Okay, so Let's take a look. We have, purification, fire, right? Cleansing out some old energy there, right? I don't know, maybe there's been like a little bit of disharmony, a little bit of heaviness, and we're burning that away. We're cleansing it out. And again, a lot of these changes have been about releasing old triggers, and that might be showing up in your love and relationship area here. So we have rising above, right? So this is that bird's eye view, that clarity that comes when you distance yourself from a situation. And let me see what we've got here. Oh, Sacred Heart, passion, love, spiritual communion. Okay. So yeah. Hmm. Good things. Okay. Good things. I'm thinking of the ketchup commercial. Good things come to those who wait. Yeah, you are going to work for it, but it's going to be so worth it. Okay. Let's burn off this old nonsense, the old triggers, I'm also getting let go of the past, whether it be a past experience with somebody outside of this situation that triggers you, or a past experience with this person in particular. Remember, you're always shifting and growing, and so are the other people, right? So holding them to, something that happened in the past might not be the healthiest. It might not be the way to go. Let's take a step back. And again, this is the season of fall, right? I just recently did, quick little short on the full moon as we moved into Maven, the fall equinox, right? We're moving into this energy of balance. Summer was all fire, go, 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 outward energy. Now our energies start to blend, right? That fire comes in. We have an equal balance of day and night. We have an equal balance of inward and outward energy. We are grounding. It is earth energy now. So as we ground and we balance that energy, right? I always say leaning forward is that face that you put towards the world around you, right? That's when you lean forward, it's into the world. When you lean back, it's into the divine. Okay? As you sit back, the divine downloads wisdom. Your higher self downloads that wisdom, that information that you're seeking. But you got to get still. Sit back, breathe into your belly. Get that wisdom, get that clarity. And we're going to have a beautiful union. And I'm thinking that might be some of that right there. It doesn't necessarily mean a marriage, maybe just a new dynamic in the relationship, or and again, doesn't have to be romantic. It can be friendship, it can be family, but this new, I don't want to say contract. It's like exactly what I'm not wanting to say, but this blend, this union, this coming together and higher level of understanding each other. That's it right there. Higher level of understanding each other. Okay. So now we're looking at passion and purpose. This is you showing up in the world, doing what you love to make this world a better place, right? You are here for a purpose. There is only one you, and this is how you do that, okay? Ooh, we've got some healing going on in this area. Let's see. Harmony. Getting more in touch with that power, that self-confidence. Sacred Earth Mother. Okay. So yeah, wow. Really coming into your own in your passion and purpose. Uh, there is some healing again, kind of like that purification, right? The triggers, I mean, triggers don't just happen in one area of our lives. It happens in all the areas. And I almost feel like we're going to see something about that in spirituality and growth. Um, we're healing those up. And this is, like I said, there's been a big push with addressing those triggers. And I know I just recently had a moment where I was just kind of, zooming around, doing my thing. And I said this thing to myself, and I was like, whoa, well, that was wildly awful, but I caught it. And I said, okay, I heard that. Let's go ahead and shift it. And where did that come from? Right. And getting to the roots of these kinds of thoughts, because these thoughts will, you know, knock your legs out from under you when you're trying, or when you are manifesting, when you are moving forward, when you're doing the things, but then you keep going, man, how come I can't get any further? It's those thoughts. So this is great news. This is wonderful that we're healing this stuff, because yeah, we want to get back into harmony. um Maybe we've had a lot of expenses going out, a lot of, right, we're noticing the energy has been in like just pouring out in one direction, and we want to have more of that give and take happening. And as you see, we come together, that very grounded, right, sacred earth mother. It's love. And one of the meditations I do a lot is, you know, tap into your grounding cord. It goes all the way down into the center of the earth, and send down that grounding cord, anything inside of you that no longer serves you. And when it gets all the way down to the middle of the earth and reaches Gaia, she composts it back into love and sends it up to you. Okay? That's the immediate thing I'm getting there, right? So just send that stuff out. We don't have to get angry about it. We don't have to beat ourselves up about it. Just send it out with love into the middle of the earth. Let it get composted and redirected in the form of love right back to you. Okay? All right. So spirituality and growth here. All right. This is what we're doing to always have that connection, however you say it, right? However you connect to your higher source, and to always be growing into the best version of you, because that's also a big part of your purpose here, right? So we have remembrance. Man, if I didn't call that, right? Resurfacing of past feelings and emotions. Did I call it? I called it, right? Yeah. And it's funny. I was actually just casually having a conversation with someone, just going through the day, and they started talking about like just these things from the past, like just little things would shoot out, and you could tell that there was just this release happening. And that may happen. That might be what's going on here. Okay. We've got Moonlight Goddess. Ooh, repressed emotions, healing, reflection. Wow. Even more. Yeah. So we are clearing. We're clearing. Let that shit out. Okay? Let it out. It's a really good time for that to, like I said, when we come back into ourselves a little bit in this more balanced energy, and then we're getting ready to move into the other extreme of the water season in winter. And, depending on where you are, this might be flipped, but we are in balance. So whether you're in fall or spring, you're in balance. And this is a great time to be letting this stuff come up, come out, right? You might be feeling it a little bit more as you're getting more in touch with your emotions again. All right, let's see what else. Gaia, wisdom, knowledge, spiritual understanding. Again, I'm getting more of that, that grounding, right? With the Gaia, the grounding, that um composting the triggers, composting that anything that's inside of you that is not working any longer. And, maybe at one time it did work. Thank it. Thank it for protecting you, supporting you, whatever it was. But now it's no longer needed. So thank you for your service. And I'm ready for something new. This is what we're doing. Okay. So let's see our message from the moon. Okay. And there it is. Boundaries. Ah, okay. So the moon is asking you to be on lookout for your boundaries. And again, as we are coming back into this state of balance, things might be, before you were just, in this outward go, go, go momentum. It's like, yeah, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. I'm on the go. I don't have time to deal with this right now. But now as we're pulling back inward a little bit, balancing that energy, you might be noticing some boundary infractions. Okay. Let's go ahead and heal those boundaries. And I'm guessing a lot of this shifting and changing and healing and letting out the repressed stuff is supporting that. Let's see what our guides say about this. That's interesting, the boundaries. Okay. Hmm. And our joy guides say, take a risk. Take a risk. Anything worth having involves some risk. Yeah. When you want to pursue your passion, it's a risk. You leave the 9 to 5 steady paycheck, right? Or, you know, that's just one example, but falling in love takes a risk. Digging into your shadows requires risk. Anytime that you move into the uncomfortable, which is where all the growth happens, it's a risk, right? You know exactly where you are now, even if it's not working. You know it. It's comfortable. You know how to handle it. I'm sensing a little bit more of that. Boundaries. But on the other side of the healing, of the change, of the risk, of, whatever it is like this word I never use, but glorious rewards is what I'm hearing. Glorious rewards. Not my word. All right. So let's see. I have my Rumi cards here, and I love these because if you've never uh watched one of these with me before, I feel like they just always sort of wrap up the entire message in this very poetic way. They bring it all home. So let's see what they say for us today. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's funny. I've actually had this card out for a while, and I was like, watch this one show up today. Yep, that's the one. It's the dance of the divine feminine. Okay. And and interesting because, again, that fire energy, the summer energy that we're coming from is yang energy. It's masculine energy. So we are welcoming back that feminine balance again, okay? So the Rumi quote is, "How bitter the taste of water would be if the river stopped its flow." Ooh. And your message is, "The universe esteems you capable of more than being sure-footed and sensible. You can whirl and stumble, inspired by the music of the spheres. There is big magic for you to weave this lifetime. Prosaic priorities inherited from the world are stuff and nonsense. Give up the mainstays that drain your heart. Ask your soul what matters most and attend to that." Oh, yeah. And I'm just, I'm getting like all of this healing. And this was one of our energy updates a couple of weeks ago, throughout the challenges, your your objective is to be in that state of joy, right? While the changes are going on, while the healing is happening, find your joy. Find your joy in that. Let's put the picture. Find your joy in that. Um, it's not always easy, but it will shift the entire feeling for you. Shadow work doesn't have to be heavy. Again, you're getting a great reward on the other side of it. We can find some gratitude as we go through that process. Find some fun. You know, it's a great time to get back outside and do that dance of the divine feminine. Whirl and swirl and have a good time. Okay. So I'm really excited for October, and I know Pluto will go direct again, which has been in retrograde since May, and that is the planet of transformation. So this is why we've been challenged so intensely these last so many months. Okay, so it feels like things are really going to start to come together in October. And for those of you really tapping into the intuition, you're going to start to say, "Oh, that's why. That's why this happened. That's why it went like this," right? I think it's going to start to fall into place and make more sense. Okay? I hope that this was helpful for you. I see you. I love you. I believe in you. Mwah. Bye.